Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, this has been a long day, but I got a lot accomplished. Anyway, I got the 588 built, and I've been wanting to do that for some time, put that 400 motor in there. And it's running just absolutely perfectly. It's pulling 20 tin litho cars with no problem at all from a dead stop. No problem at all. The 6000, the dummy, is actually running better than the original locomotive. This runs really, really well. Surprisingly well, in fact. This is so simple. It's such a simple way to mount it. It's much simpler than the way Marx did it, and it runs better than the original engine. So it's a really, really simple way to take a dummy and put a motor in it. I'm surprised I haven't thought of it sooner. This works really well. Anyway, been running this thing for probably 6 hours. Actually, I had to shut the transformers off. They were getting hot. I had them on all day long. So just came in to do another quick video, run it around the track. And as you see, it just comes to life. So it's running perfectly. This works. There's no doubt about that. And it's really simple to do it. So this would be a really, really fast and inexpensive way to repair a 6000 that's missing its motor, or to take the dummy and convert it. But it's really, really simple, and this is working really well. And it doesn't take a whole lot of work to do it. Now that I figured it out, you drill a hole in the body, you align the mounting point on the motor, let the epoxy putty cure, and put in a screw, and it's that simple. And it's the micro motor, and it just fits this thing perfectly. It works so well. It's surprising that Marx didn't do it this way. It's so much simpler than the way they did it in the 6000 powered model. But anyway, it's running, and the 588, of course, is running with that 400 motor in it, pulling tin litho with no problems at all. So, a new diesel. Now, the one thing that I don't like about diesel engines is there is nothing visual about them. They're little boxes with wheels on them. They don't do anything. They just go around the track. Whereas steam engines, you have moving parts, and you get flashes and glitches of light, and it actually resembles a real steam engine running. Whereas these, they just resemble diesel locomotives. If they were smoking or if they smelled bad, you'd think it was a diesel locomotive. But they don't do anything. There's no moving parts. There's nothing visual about them. Maybe perhaps the modern ones where it's really spewing smoke and steam and things like that. But they're pretty plain. But in any case, it was just a really simple way to install that motor in that 6000 shell. So I have no doubt. I think I can probably stop testing it. I ran this thing all day today. And it works, and it works really well. And it doesn't cost anything really to do it. It's such a simple way to mount the motor, and it only takes a few minutes once you figured out how to do it. And like I said, if you find a 6000 on eBay that's missing its motor, here's a really simple way to fix it, because the one with motor in it already has the hole in the top. All you got to do is line up the motor and put in a screw, rock and roll. You've repaired it. It may not be original, but so what? It runs, and it looks original. It looks just like the powered 6000. You'd never know that this was a micro motor that's just been stuck in there with a screw. The neat thing about it, of course, is the fact that it works. It runs exceptionally well. It's really simple to do. It costs almost nothing. And you find these 6000s missing the motor, you can get them cheap. There's no doubt about that. So I hope this was of some benefit. It surprised me that it was as easy to do. I mean, once I figured it out, it's so simple that it's surprising somebody doesn't sell a kit to do this. Anyway, just wanted to do a follow-up video on the 6000 and the 588. Still have to finalize the cross member. I'd really like to put some screws in that to hold the motor in. So Got to study it a bit more and maybe fabricate a new front mount. Don't know, but it's running and it's running really well. So definite success and got a lot accomplished today, which is cool. But in any case, I'll be running this 6,000 probably the rest of the evening. So anyway, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.